Hey guys, how's it going? I was looking at this video. It's New Black Panthers, and they put everybody knows they put a price on George's head, $10,000, and they moved it up. They were trying to get $1 million, and they had black entertainers and athletes providing the money. And I had wondered where in the world were they getting the money, and then when they said it was the black entertainers and athletes, I was like, what? So these athletes are giving them money? Do we have a list of the donors? So, it is a crime to put a price on somebody's head. So, of course, the guy speaking and the people behind him should be held responsible and put in jail, of course. But what about the people that donated to it? The people that said, yes, arrest him. That's the question I want to ask is, were those people like Spike Lee held responsible for their activities? I know right now if I donated to Al-Qaeda or some other group, some terrorist group, you can bet they would come and get me. They'd come knocking on my door and drag my ass out. You know it. So if people are donating to these guys, and these are a terrorist organization, because they are terrorizing people. They are terrorizing George. They told George that they're going to be seeking him and they want to capture him, even though the police aren't looking for him. Can you imagine what kind of terror that would instill in somebody? Anyhow, it's a short clip, so I want to talk about little pieces of it. So here we go.
The money is going to come from the black community. We're already getting support from athletes and entertainers as we speak. By next week, we're looking forward to getting $1 million for the capture of George Zimmerman. We're going to force our government to do their job properly, and if they don't, we will.
So there it is. If the government refuses to arrest him, we will. So what are they going to do with him when they arrest him? That's a good question. You're going to capture him. What are you going to do with him? Do you have a special jail?
It is a very troubling time in the United States of America.
That's a fact. It's very troubling when we have a radical political party putting a price on a man's head and in the middle of broad daylight without our government doing anything about it.
We are in the era of so-called post-racial harmony with all people but black people are being murdered all over America.
But if you look at the statistics, it's black people killing each other. So why are we discussing this? Why are you blaming white people for the actions of black people?
We get the same treatment time and time again. So we're saying to President Obama, you got to do your job on this one, buddy. We don't need a beer. We don't need to laugh and have a good time.
So basically he's just letting us know, yes, Obama, we know that you'll call us up and tell us, come on down to the White House and have a beer and have a good time. But we don't want that anymore. We've had enough of that. Now we want action.
Our children are dying. And so white America, we have given you 400 years to get it right, and you still have failed black people.
So I'm trying to find any white people in America that were here for 400 years so that they could be held responsible for this. I know I've only been here about 50 years, so he certainly wasn't talking to me. It would have been impossible. You weren't talking to me, buddy, because I am not 400 years old. You didn't give me 400 years. And I can tell you right now, in the 50 years that I've been here, there has been no racism coming out of me. You know, I don't discriminate. When as a landlord, I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate against anybody except based on their character. If I don't care what color your skin is. That's the most ridiculous thing. Who cares about your skin color? I mean, really, who cares? But apparently these guys, that's all they can think about.
We're not even citizens in this country. We're still third-class citizens. And so today, as black men, we must stand up. in America.
Yes, this is what I've been saying. I said it in another video. Black men, please stand up. Stand up and take your rightful place as fathers in your home. Please take your place as husbands to your wives. Your wives, your mothers, be the sons to your mothers. Make them proud. Don't be a drug dealer. Don't be a thug on the street. Be a good sample. Be a mentor like George was to black men. And you know there are so many black men in this country that are excellent examples that we could hold up on a pedestal and say, this is an example of an excellent man. This is what you should emulate. But we don't. We hold up people like Jesse Jackson and O.J. Simpson. Come on. We really, America, can we do better than that? Really? I think it's the media. I really do.
We must declare to white America, time is up for you. No longer can you kill black children.
So what, is that a threat or what? No, time is up. That's a threat. What are you going to do about it? You know? I'll tell you what. When you see me kill a black kid, you do something about it then, all right?
And get away with it. We no longer going to take the words of no good Bill Lee. We don't care who is the sheriff.
He wasn't a sheriff. He was the police. He was the police chief, not the sheriff. And he wasn't lying. He was right. And now, after all this comes out, we're going to find out that he was right. And all you guys are going to be scraping the egg off of your face.
The city of Sanford's police department has a track record of abusing their power, killing innocent black men and women.
Boy, I sure hope that he has some evidence of of the claims he's making, because when you make those kind of accusations against somebody, you better have evidence, because that's a crime too.
Police brutality, and nothing has ever been done about it in this city. So we want concrete results.
You want concrete results. Well, like I said, if you want the results, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to get off your ass and stop expecting other people to handle it for you. You want your community to grow and to prosper? Well, get out there and do some work. Get out there and talk to the young people. Talk to the parents. Teach them. Lead them. But not in your racist ways. Teach them to be examples of fathers, examples of husbands, examples of children that are responsible, and somebody that a father or a mother would be proud to say, that is my son. If these guys spent half of the effort that they spend pushing their racism on building the black community, we wouldn't have these issues. And a whole lot less black young men would be killed on a daily basis. I'm all for less murder and less death. And if you want to help, then you need to be proactive, helpful. Racism isn't helping anything. Going around pushing your race baiting is not helping anything. It's not pushing anything in the right direction. All it's doing is driving a wedge. And usually there's a reason for that. They're very purposeful. The people that push racism have a reason. It's conquer, divide and conquer. That's the plan. Divide and conquer. And I believe that they're being very successful. The only thing we can do as a people is come together. Black, white, Hispanic, Oriental. I don't care what color you are, what you look like. We should be standing together as a people. We are the people. Doesn't say what color, just says we the people. And we need to stand up united, or we're going to be taken advantage of. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you later.